Hi Smarties, Miss Sailing here with your reading lesson for today. We started a new unit. Our new unit, we have our new vocabulary words back there. Our big question is, why do we need maps? So yesterday we went over our new vocabulary words. So if you didn't see yesterday's video, make sure you check that out because we talked about our new vocabulary words. But we are talking about maps and why we need maps. There's different kinds of maps. How do you use a map? Yesterday I had you draw a map of our classroom. If you were to walk in our door of our classroom, what would you see? So I had you doing that yesterday as a warm-up activity to kind of get into our whole unit on maps. So today we're going to continue that thought about maps. And we are going to read our big book, which kind of introduces how you read a map. But we have our phonics lesson first. So in two of our spelling words this week have the all sound, okay? And they're spelled two different ways. So same sound, different spelling. We have A-L, that says all, and we have A-L-L. All. And that's a hunk and chunk. A-L-L, all, throw your ball. So, let's take a look at it. Okay? This is the sound that it makes, the all sound. And like I said, it's spelled two different ways. The first way is just with one L, and the second way is with a double letter rule, two L's. Okay? But same sound, different spelling. So, here we go. We have the all sound. So, I'm going to point to the sound that we are focusing on this week, and then you figure out the rest of the words and say the word. So, I'll do the first one with you. Here we go. Sound, all. Think. You should know this word. Word, also. Good. Here we go. It's in the middle of a word. Here we go. Sound, all. Now all you have to do is put the initial sound and ending sound with it. Think. Word, bald. Okay, bald. That bald eagle was soaring in the sky. So, your turn. See if you can come up with a word that has the all sound in it, but be careful. Careful, it's not our hunk and chunk. Okay, you need to make sure that it's just A-L, not A-L-L. Okay, so next, A-L-L, all, throw the ball. So here we go. You should look for it in the word, and then for the first one, you just put the blend in front of it. So here we go. Sound, all. Think, word, small. Okay, small. That mouse was small. Here we go, in the middle of a word, and then be careful. You have initial sound, and then careful down here. This is not going to say eh. This is going to say it. Okay, so here we go. Sound, all. Think, word, wallet. Wallet, okay? I lost my wallet. Oh no! Now your turn. See if you can come up with a word that has all in it, only this time it's spelled A-L-L, okay? Think of words that might rhyme with small. So, that is your phonics lesson for today. We will wrap our phonics lesson up with our song for this week. Our song is called False Facts. Okay, and it's again working with that A-L and A-L-L sound all. So, let's take it over there and do our song. I'll hold it up so that glare doesn't come on there. I'm not sure why I have that. But we're going to listen first.
Listen to this song. It is called False Facts.
To the tune of London Bridge.
Follow along.
Waterfalls are all quite tall. No, that's false, not at all. Waterfalls are all quite small. That's false also. Falls are any size at all. Size at all. Size at all. Some are tall and some are small, but all have water.
Okay. It's a quick one. Now I'll do it with you.
Listen again and chime in.
What? Oops.
Waterfalls are all quite tall. No, that's false, not at all. Waterfalls are all quite small. That's false also. Falls are any size at all. Size at all. Size at all. Some are tall and some are small, but all have water.
Woo! That's a fast one. That is a fast one. So, if you want to, I would encourage you to go back in the video and do that again. And then you can even pause it after you do it again, and look for all of the words that have our spelling, either AL or ALL, and remember that says what? All. Okay, so go back and see what words you can find that have that spelling, or those spellings I should say, and what are those words. So now we're going to continue moving on. If you want to, I'm not going to show it on here because it's a little bit longer of a Brain Pop video, but on Brain Pop Junior, if you log on to your account and you go under Social Studies, or at the top, if you type in maps, maps at the top, and then click go, okay, it'll pull up, I believe, 2 videos, okay? You want to go to the one that says read a map, or reading a map, and it's going to give you kind of a good overview of how you read a map. So, it's optional. You do not have to do this. I thought it was kind of an extra little fun little thing to do to kind of help us understand maps. The book that I am about to read also goes into depth all about maps. So we do have that as well. But if you want to watch the Brain Pop video on maps and then take the quiz, you most certainly can. It's about reading a map, okay? Because there's a couple on there, and I want you to do the one about reading a map. So we are going to go into our big book. Like I said, it talks about maps, and then I have a little activity for you to do after it. So while I'm reading it, I want you to keep in the back of your mind or in your pocket, store them in your pocket, some facts that you are pulling from the book that you learn about the book. I know you probably already know facts about maps using your schema, but I want you to pull these facts directly from the book because we're practicing like your key details. Okay, so I'm going to go back over here. So I have a chair. All right. Sorry about the glare, guys. I'm not sure why I have that. So, follow that map. First book of mapping skills by Scott Ritchie. And something I wanted to mention, you guys love, I watched you in the classroom, you guys love doing mazes. Okay, a map is very similar to a maze. The idea of a map is that you have a starting point, and then you have an end point, and you have a route that you're going to take to get there. And sometimes that route has roadblocks. Sometimes you have things that you have to go around and you have to have a detour. Same thing in a maze. Sometimes your maze, you come to a dead end. Oh no, you got to turn around and find a different route for your maze. So a map is very similar to a maze. So keep that in mind. Okay. So it says, who is in the story? You have Yuli, Pedro, Nick, Sally, and Martin. What do the characters do? They search for Max and Ollie. So it looks like Ollie is a cat and Max is a dog. And they might be lost. You can see over here there's a legend. A legend is the same thing as like a key. Okay? They have different symbols that tell you what they are on the map. So you have this that looks like skyscrapers. That represents a city. Okay? You have corn, ears of corn. Or no, actually that's wheat. I take that back. That represents farmland. The tree represents a forest. And then you have water, and that represents a lake. Here we go. One sunny day, Sally and her friends are playing in her backyard. Pedro notices that Sally's dog Max and her cat Ollie are missing. Where have Max and Ollie gone? The 5 friends decide to find out. And then they have little speech bubbles. We need some maps. Where should we start? I have to be home for dinner. Don't worry, we have lots of time. First stop. Yuli has an idea. Maybe Max and Ollie are visiting their favorite places in the neighborhood. The children spread out and start their search. Wow, so look at this page. Here we have a map of the neighborhood. Okay, so in the neighborhood, we go back over to our legend, or in some cases, that is called a key. Okay, and you have a piece of candy. That shows where the candy store is. Here's the candy store. Then you have books. Okay, can you find the books on the map? Okay, that represents the library. What about a swing? Can you find a swing on the map? That represents a park. There's a park over there. And then Sally's house. Okay, here's Sally's house. Can you find it on the map? Right here. That's Sally's house. And one other thing that maps always have is a compass rose. And it tells you which direction is north, south, east, and west. Never eat soggy waffles. I can't talk. Never eat soggy worms. Never eat shredded wheat. There's lots of different sayings to help you remember which direction, okay, the compass rose goes in. But it will tell you, okay, so if you look, here's the candy shop, okay. If you look to the library, well, you have to go up a little bit, so that's north. So up a little bit, and then you have to go over this way. If you go over this way, okay, which direction are you going? West. So it tells you which direction to go on your map. Follow that trail. Sally thinks going to the park next is a good idea. The children will follow the route from start to finish. Somebody is going the wrong way. Who is it? So here's our trail. And look, the trail has arrows as to which direction to go. Again, here's our compass rose. Like I said, always on a map, telling you which direction is where. But who's going the wrong way? Are they on rollerblades? Are they on a bike? Are they on a skateboard? Which one's going the wrong way? Follow the arrows. Yep, this one's going the wrong way. Look, the arrow's pointing that way, and they're going the opposite way. In the city. No luck on the trail. Yuli suggests going to the city zoo. Maybe Max and Ollie are visiting the animals. Martin is getting close to the zoo. Which direction is he running? So here's Martin. Find the compass rose. Okay. And if you find Martin, looks like he's running this way. Which direction is that? Is that north, which is up? Is that east? Is he running down, south? Or is he running this way, west? Which direction does he look like he's going? Yep, he is running east. And here's our key again. Okay, so find those symbols. You have an airport, a highway, a hospital, stadium, a subway, and a zoo. See if you can pause it so I can keep reading. Go ahead and pause it and see if you can find those things on your map. Can you find the airport? Match the symbol with it on the map. Okay, see if you can find those things. Pause it and then come back. Hot, cold, wet, dry. Look out, the weather's changing. Good thing Martin brought an umbrella. What's the weather like where Max and Ollie are? So here's Martin and his umbrella. Uh-oh. Running from a tornado, that's not good. But look where they are. Where Max and Ollie are. Find Max and Ollie, the dog and the cat. And what's above them? Look at the legend if you're not quite sure. Okay, what does this symbol stand for? Sunny. X marks the spot. Once the weather clears, Sally finds a treasure map, but the children don't find Max and Ollie. Follow the friends to their big surprise. So again, we have our trail, and X marks the spot. So find the X on the map. So here are our friends. It says, here's our treasure map. Go 7 steps east. So here's your compass rose. And here we have 7 steps east. So we need to go this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bridge, jump on 8 stepping stones. But stop before Alligator Beach. Okay, so here's your bridge. You went over your bridge. Now you have 8 stepping stones. Count to 8. Okay, you should have stopped here right before Alligator Beach. You don't want to be dinner. Okay, then it says go south to find the treasure. X marks the spot. So you're here. You had to stop before you got there. Look at your compass rose. Which way is south? S stands for south. N stands for north. East, south, west. South is down. So we need to go straight down. And what did you run into? X marks the spot, your treasure. Up, down, all around. Tickets to Playland. What a great treasure. The children hop on the train and they're on their way. So again, here is another map. All different kinds of maps. Okay, do you have a compass rose? Look for it. North, south, east, west. Sure do. And then there's your legend or your key. Okay, again, pause it. Find the symbol. Okay, cliff. Find it on the map. Look, here's one. There's a cliff showing you, but there's some other ones. Find another cliff. What about the mountains? Okay, don't just point to these. Yeah, that is a mountain, but you need to find the symbol on the map. And look up here. Max and Ollie. And then a plateau and a volcano. See if you can find those. All fun and games. Sally and Pedro have a great time riding the Ferris wheel. They can see everything for miles around. Well, maybe not everything. Look, who's right in front of them? Who is right in front of them? So find Sally and Pedro. They're riding the Ferris wheel. And who's right in front of them? Is that Max and Ollie? Again, pause it here. I want you to find the compass rose. And then I want you to go to your key or your legend. And I want you to find all of these things on the map. Okay, the symbol represents food, petting zoo, the spinner, and washrooms. Washrooms are bathrooms. Home again. Dinner time. The adventure is over for today. But where are Max and Ollie? There they are, sleeping under the big tree. Have they been there all afternoon? travel to the future. Let's do this again tomorrow. The end. All right. So, that was our story for today. What I would like you to do now is, it's kind of like a 4 square. You are going to take a piece of paper and still make 4 squares, okay, out of it. And then in the first square, I want you to write one of our vocabulary words, map, okay? You can write map or maps, it doesn't matter. And then I want you to draw a picture of a map. It can be one from the story if you remember one from the story and you want to use that. It can be your own treasure map that you draw. It can be a simple map of your room, okay? It can be a map of anything. Like I said, you can pull one from the story, you can do a treasure map, whatever you choose, but I want you to draw an example of a map. Just a simple one, okay? Right here underneath here. You do not have to draw a picture of a map. That's me telling you. Draw a picture of a map. But yes, I do want you to write the vocabulary word. Then we are going to go into facts. You need 3 facts about maps that you learned from me reading and talking about maps as I read the book. Okay? Follow that map. So think, what did I say that every map has on it? It tells you which direction to go. Do you remember what that's called? Okay, if not, you can go back into the video and see if you can figure that out. Okay, what else does every map have that tells you, okay, what the symbols represent or where they what they represent? Okay, yes, I'm going to kind of give you this one. In the book, it does say legend, but it's also called a key, a map key. Okay, which is one of our vocabulary words as well. So, you have that. What did I tell you that maps have? Okay, you have to follow a route. It's like a maze. They have symbols on them that are on the map to represent where that, what that picture is, symbol is, or where it is on the map. So, I want you to try to pull 3 facts together. I kind of gave you 2. Okay, you can use those because those are absolutely facts that I want you to know. And see if you can come up with another one. If you can't come up with another one, then what you can do is you can write a question that you have about maps. So, I know it says here, fact 1, fact 2, fact 3. Okay, you can give me at least 2 because we talked about 2. And if you can come up with a 3rd fact, great, do that. If not, then write a question that you have. Maybe you have a question about maps or what maps can do or if there is a certain kind of map for something. Write that question down. Okay, those are great questions to have. I call them I wonders, my I wonder questions. I wonder, can maps, and then whatever your question may be. Okay, so that is another option if you can't come up with a 3rd fact. So, this is your activity for today. And don't forget to do your April packet, the page in your April packet if you haven't done that. And I'll be back in a little bit with your math lesson. Do not forget to read today, Smarties. I see the sun's shining, so hopefully it's a nice day outside. So don't forget to read. Maybe you can bundle up and read outside or wait till it gets a little warmer outside and read outside. On Epic, yesterday I did assign 2 books on maps. So if you haven't checked those out, one will read to you. Okay, the other one, it's a little bit of a challenge, so you might have to read it with an adult. But there's 2 books on there for you to check out, so make sure you check those out. All right, bye for now, Smarties.